You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on patreon.com/melodylane. Monique, Tara, Chris, Cindy, Carla, Deborah, Heather, Laura, Dawn, Leslie, Kelly, Terry, Shirley, Rose, Kathy, Sarah, Sheila, Patricia, Mary, Candy, Teresa, Melody, Lori, Susan, Marcia, Monica, Sarah, Beth, Debbie, Holly, Kristen, Natalie, Brenda, Kathy, Lindsay, and Nikki. A huge thank you to my co-sponsors. You guys are awesome. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Sorry for the long beginning. Our restream was not showing that it's working.
It's still not showing that's working.
No, sometimes it doesn't. So we had to go to YouTube to see, are we live? And we were.
You may have heard me whispering.
Yeah, he's like, get on the chat. And you can hear
I was
Kobe
reading
snoring. And
raindrops.
we are live on YouTube. I don't know. We may be live in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. If we are, someone from Facebook say, hey.
Morning.
We could be yard live. We're both exhausted.
Yeah.
We could be live on Twitch also. I don't know. We could be. Okay, today. Oh, did you even bring the card over that you finished? No.
Oh, the one I finished?
Do you guys want to see what we're making?
I don't know where it's at.
I don't know where it's at either.
I know where it's at. I see it.
Boy, we're good planners. Okay.
I didn't know we were...
Well,
show them the finished project.
Okay, first, let me show where to get the project. All right, should we show what it is?
Sure.
Go ahead and show it.
It's a football.
Okay, so this is an interactive card. Okay. It works smoother than that usually.
I just... It works smooth. Everything's backwards, so it's very...
Okay, well, open and close it so they can see it moving. Now close it. And then when you open it, just open it.
You just have to tilt it.
But I didn't have to tilt it.
Yes, you do, because it's up. How do you not tilt it? It has to go up and then down.
Oh, it got stuck on his arm again.
It doesn't matter. Do you
not notice this? Did it?
Yeah,
it's just a little tilted.
You still have to tilt it. Is what I'm saying.
Just a little, like you don't even notice it. Like you don't have to go like this.
I didn't do that.
Okay. I just get it stuck on his arm.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know. Okay. Let me show you. Okay, this is, you get all my files that I share with you for only $2 support to support this channel on Patreon. Let me show you where to do that. Which one do I do? Design Space. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, whoops. There we go. Whoops, there's the file. But here's how to get it. You go to my website, melodylaneinspired.com. Click on supporter projects. You guys, I am so exhausted. Can I just say that? So here you can go to interactive cards here. There's a lot of interactive cards. So if you want a really quick way.
Thanks, Ronald.
Ronald, thank you. You can search football. I didn't even finish searching and it went like, that was cool. And then click open. And you can just open it. You don't have to go to the browser for this one. You can click open for this one.
This one only.
Well, no, there's a few others.
Oh, okay.
Soon, all of my projects will open when you click open. And it's going to take hours of work for me to fix them. But I'm going to fix them for you.
Hey, for me too.
Yes. Alex is going to help me. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, there. we got it open. So here's the file. We did the orange. I say we, but Alex completely designed this complete card.
I designed this when I was in Georgia.
Yeah. He did the orange and vinyl to make it easier.
And I was thinking, like, you know, you would think, because he's throwing it to the other guy, that he would have orange as well. But in my imagination, he's just farther away, and it's harder to see.
I thought that too, because I thought, well, he don't have orange, but he's further away.
Yeah.
That's what went on in my head. But there's something I added to the file to make it easier for my supporters.
What you add?
I asked you to add.
Yeah, I added them.
Alex added them, but it was my idea.
Right. Okay. I thought you were saying you added something since then.
No. So there are score lines. See these little things? There's score lines, so you know where to place them. So you put them right to the left of the score line. Now, if you can't see score lines very well, you could change that to a pen and just barely cover it up.
You can see it pretty well on the card.
Yeah, but we have a scoring wheel, and the scoring stylus doesn't always do it as well. You could change it to a pen if you wanted, or you could just ignore it. Yeah. And you could also measure. It's like 1 inch.
It is, exactly.
He was doing it on a mat and measuring 1 inch. I'm like, well, not everybody has a mat. Let's just make it so easy and add these guides so you guys know where to put those lines. All right. Is that a good idea?
I also, I made it in Georgia, but it's definitely Chicago Bears colors for the people.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess that's
it.
Okay.
Let's start. Show them what we need here.
So you need 2 of these. My favorite things.
Or
I got it.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that.
Use these.
Also, you can use on Amazon, I don't know. Let me show you where to get the supplies for these. So they're in the description of the video, but not everybody knows how to get to the description of the video. So we're going to go back here. We're going to go to my website and we're going to click on what's happening. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. This is the giveaway. 3 prizes. One is a Joy, Cricut Joy. One is $150 value with the iron-on and vinyl. And one is $150 worth of paper. 3 winners in the one giveaway. 3 prizes. Okay, so here's the card that we're doing today. And anybody can open all these up. So here's the spin and
slide discs.
You know what though?
No.
These are the slide disc. I gave her 2 links. She didn't realize they were 2 different things. So these are the slide discs. There's also spin discs. Down here, you can see there's 2 different things. These slide discs I don't have, but you only need 1 of these. So the difference is the slide discs are oval.
Oh, okay.
So it won't spin.
Okay.
So there's slide discs, and then see how it says, oh wait, this says spin and slide discs. But I think these are the slide ones, I think. See, when I clicked on here. Okay, maybe they were the right ones. Here's slider elements. So slider elements, you only need 1. So that was the correct one. They're confusing. So if you have these, you only need 1.
It does say spin and slide discs on the other one.
Yeah, it does. So the other one is what we used, but we had to use 2. Yeah. But if we would have used those, we only need 1. But you get so many in a package. Okay.
We've gone through, what, 2 packages?
Have we?
Yeah.
But we did the wheel.
Made a lot.
The wheel had to have the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Had to have like a ton of those.
Yeah.
Okay, spin it. Okay, the spin and slide are the circles. If you're using those, you need 2. The slide Sliders, I think. You only need one.
Don't talk about sliders.
Oh, White Castles?
I want some White Castle. I'm so hungry. I can eat after this video.
Overhead. Here we go. Now, Alex is going to do this complete project, and I'm going to be here to answer your questions. I just get to chat today.
I'm showing what else I'm using.
Yes.
And the reason why I'm using this and not the foam tape is the foam tape is
thinner.
So this is a little bit thicker. It's 11 millimeters. Nuts.
It's not 11 millimeters. It may be 11 millimeters wide.
Yeah, 7/16 of an inch thick.
Okay. You really just need them to be thicker than the slide discs.
Yeah.
And if you ask where I got these, I got them from Michael's like 7 years ago. Possibly from Walmart. They were 50 cents on clearance. I bought every one they had. I'm still using them.
So this is the card itself. It has a lot of score lines.
Joan had a great idea. How about a diver going into a pool? We could make a card like that. Okay, go on. Sorry.
You gasped like I did something wrong.
No, I guess I was excited about Miss Joan.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone asked if they can use perler beads. I think you can.
I see perler beards.
Yes, it says perler beards, but I think she means perler beads.
All right, I'm gonna weed this first.
Okay, so this is vinyl.
Yes.
I'll move this out of the way. It causes
blurriness.
Yeah.
And now, most people like to start on the outside. Should I start on the outside? I don't like to start on the outside.
You do what you want to do.
Oh, I need
a picture?
No, and paper that you don't need for this. Do you need this?
Why?
I need scrap pieces. Just a decent size of
Just
scrap.
put it on your hand.
No, it drives me nuts. This is...
You can put it on that.
Whatever this thing is.
Okay, you need the thing that goes on your finger.
What are you talking about?
You wear it like a ring. Wait, don't keep going. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe it's in this drawer. Here it is. Put that on your finger. Show them, they can't see. You put your fingers, no. You put your fingers in this holes.
In this hole? Oh, you put your finger in this holes?
Shut up. Put it on. And then you wipe your vinyl in there.
Maybe like that?
Okay, go ahead. Do it any way you want.
I feel very strange right now.
Gemma wants to know if you've seen the 10-pin bowling images.
I've seen the images, but I started to make a bowling card, and it got to the...
Get up more in the camera.
It got so far, and like the way I wanted to do it, it just failed, and I didn't even save the card. I was just like, nope, I'm not doing this right now. Everything that I wanted to do just failed, so I was just kind of like, no, I'm not. I moved on from the bowling card for now until I have another idea.
Jen told me not to tell you that little thing is made for nail polish.
I don't care. That works. What is...
It's
How does it work for nail polish?
You put it on the top and then you stick your polish in the bottle, and then so you can polish your nails.
I think everything has multiple uses.
Everything does have multiple uses.
This is just going to be a terrible way to clean this out.
Okay, I don't think it ever has to be cleaned out. Like that'd have to be really full.
I don't know why I thought that would work. Yeah.
See, look. All these nail polish holders.
You're sitting here browsing the web, not even reading the chat.
I'm giving a link because somebody asked where to get it. So I have to answer their questions and help them out. That's what I do.
All right.
There's a link for the nail polish. Someone said they found them at Five Below, which would cost cheaper than this link because this link is $10.
So this guy is going to go here, but his head would get in the way, so I pop him up. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put this on here.
Oh, I didn't notice you popped him up. Like, I want to show them.
I glued his hand down and popped him up.
I never noticed that. So if you have never put vinyl on paper, raise your little hand.
Raise your little hand. I might have to do this from the back side or whatever, but this is the way I always just cut.
So you got to burnish it down. Then you flip it over. Wait, they can't see.
Oh. Well, I'm just...
You have, no, I want them to see how to do it. Not everyone knows how to use vinyl.
I'm just trying to get an edge and make it flat and make sure that everything's down on the clear part. You take this little guy, you line it up. I'm trying to make sure my hat's not in the... No, don't stick to it. No, don't stick to it now.
It's live video. It never turns out good.
The other one is like really, really close.
You did a good job on that one, but what I'm saying is you're in live video. I can't do it.
Oh no, with that attitude. I'm gonna flip this guy around.
Oh, so you're going to put the paper on that. I never tried that. Is that easier?
It seems like it because the other way...
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
It picks it up a lot.
That is a great idea. I'm learning something new. Hello from Facebook. We can't see your name on Facebook.
Trying to get back in the picture here. And then you do the same thing that you did before.
You push it really flat and curl it back. And he's putting it back on there because we can totally reuse this.
Yeah.
Like 10 times. You can reuse it.
So then that's done. And so now we're gonna go on with this. And now the best way to figure out which way is which on here
Oh, yeah.
is the long straight line is where he goes to catch the ball.
Yeah.
So this is where he's throwing it up. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. We're just gonna put these guys on here.
Ooh, a curling card. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
The sport, curling?
Mm-hmm.
It's a game I always wanted to play. I got obsessed with that game watching it in the Olympics. I call it a game, not a sport.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a game. I love games.
Game
Okay.
shows. Game
So what are you doing next?
I am putting the white lines onto the field.
Can you see the white lines? No.
Right here.
Can you show the score lines? Because we
Oh.
can't see them where they're at now. So tell them where you're going to put the...
So there's the score line. There you can kind of see it in the light there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Not all the way down because score lines might be bigger than the thing itself. Not in the file, but for this.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down and then put the piece of paper on it. Yesterday when I made the other one, I was putting glue on here and then putting it here, and then it was just getting all over my fingers and just everything was a mess.
It was a mess.
So, and the score lines also will help. Like the other one I had did not have score lines. So this one, the other one did not have score lines, and it was tough to keep it straight. This will line it up. Hopefully. As I put it down, super crooked. Good enough. That's perfect.
So you have longer lines and shorter lines. Where do they go?
The longer lines go on the longer on here.
So they'll go like that.
And then if you open it, there's two more longer ones inside.
In the same spot, really. So that's the inside. Sorry. Move up a little bit.
Let me get this one down first. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we don't have anything written on this.
No, we don't. There's nothing. They're a lot harder to see on the inside. I opened it up. I'm like, there's score lines in here.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, you can see them, but they're harder to see. The ones I need right now.
But they're an inch apart. So let's say they can't see or they don't have the score lines. You could use a pen. You can change those to draw.
Yeah.
And I can show you how to change them to draw too when we're done.
Technically, you can do that now because this is just me putting all of these down.
Why are you going, you're just doing all the long ones first?
I'm just doing the long ones first. That I really can't see that line at all.
It's 1 inch from the score line.
What? What are you talking about?
It's 1 inch.
What is 1 inch?
That white line
From what?
from the center score line is what I mean.
Okay.
And then the
Well,
next line would be
the
1
right
inch
side
from
of it
that.
would be.
Yeah.
This is just film. We're just waiting for this little metal piece to just fall right on off of there. But yeah, if you want, you can show them.
Janet says, why can't I pause and fast forward? Janet, if you can fast forward, then you're not watching the exact live part. If you can fast forward now and then rewatch the other part so you're with us on the same page. Linda says draw would be much better.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not perfect.
let me,
So then you're not just sitting here watching me do this.
you're not putting much glue on there.
I don't need much glue.
We're going to watch you do this one.
What?
Okay. I'm going to take you over here. So to find all the score lines, there will be one score line. Is that this? That would be the center score line. You don't, that might be this one. No, that's that one. I'm going to try to find the center score line. It's this one. So the top one is the center score line. You want to keep that as scored, and see all these other score lines? You can click those and change them to draw.
Why don't you just hold shift on it? Can you do that?
Oh yeah. Well, usually I grab them on here. I don't do them in the layers panel. So I'm holding down my shift key, clicking on all of these. There's a lot of score lines. And then we are going to, this ain't gonna work. Change them all to draw. So now it's changed them all to draw. But like that one's, those are not, they're too low. So you'll see that line. I'll fix it. But it won't draw them all on the same. Because some won't work. Like it'll only work on the top or bottom.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that. The inside or the outside of the card.
Yeah, it will only be, because you can only draw on the inside or outside of the card. So the drawing won't work. See, the problem he has seeing them on the inside is because it scored on the back of the inside. Or the front ones. It's on the back of the paper. That's what it is.
So what you could do is just, you could line it up, and so where the score lines are.
Wait,
you
they
put
can't
a little
see.
line where you can see the score lines. You could put a piece of paper and draw it down.
Well, they could also use a ruler and make a little tab here for each one so you know where to put it. Just make them an inch apart about. It doesn't have to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just...
He did it without any lines the first time and just had it on the mat and just did it every inch.
They'll get the gist of it. They're not going to pay it. Whoever you're giving this to isn't going to pay attention to the...
Right. It doesn't have
Those
to be.
lines aren't perfect.
Well, and they might not be perfect an inch apart. They're just...
Right.
Whatever we made.
I made.
Alex made.
Moment of truth. Okay, cool. I was like, did I lose any of these little pieces? What's people saying, Mom? Does that sound familiar?
Yes. Some Robin Bourbonnais said you could duplicate the lines and make one score and one draw.
Yeah.
If you couldn't see the score lines and you wanted them right, I would just use a ruler and just make a little tick mark with a pencil where you want them.
Alright. Let's finish the footballs.
So now what are you doing?
Putting a little bit of glue on.
So the brown pieces go on the white pieces of football?
Yes.
Does it matter which way they go or anything?
No, not really. So when you throw a football, it's supposed to spiral.
So, what would you have on this card to say? Would you use it for a birthday card or a Father's Day card or congratulations on your team winning?
Me?
No, I'm asking the people.
I'm like, I have no idea. That's why I didn't put anything. I just designed a card and...
Well, it can be used for so many things.
Yeah.
So I want to know from the chat, what do you guys think it could be for? Super Bowl party invitation.
Yeah.
I just thought of that one. Should we tell them what we did today? Why we're at 2:00 instead of noon?
Sure.
Well, we had a Super Bowl party. Birthday card invite to Super Bowl party. I had to take my car in to get its full self-driving computer in because they came out with a better computer, so they upgraded it for us. And they never do things while you're there. You have to drop the car off. Well, it's in Orlando, and that's an hour away from us. And normally, do you need that many?
I don't know. I'm just getting a bunch. Well, because I have to put these on.
Yeah.
So instead of me just...
Okay.
I can put them back in there if I need to.
No, it's fine. So what are you doing now?
I am lining this half piece of football up with this end of this rectangle here.
And you're going to glue only his hand down, right?
Yes.
Should you put the pop-ups on the guy first?
That's what I'm lining everything up. I'm not making any decisions right now.
Remember to stay in the video.
I am in the video. Put one there. You can finish your story now.
They usually give us a loaner card. Tessa always gives you a loaner card. They never, usually.
Not. I wouldn't say they never, because they've always
I've always given us a loaner.
But it's always been an option.
But what I'm saying is, usually when you bring in a car, they don't usually, I guess some places give you a loaner. I've never had a loaner somewhere where I've gotten my car fixed or work done.
Yeah, usually you just have to sit there and wait.
Yeah, or have somebody pick you up or drop you off.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have loaners, or it could be because of the pandemic thing too. So they give you a $300 credit for Uber. So we had to take an Uber back from Orlando.
Which is about an hour and 15-minute drive. If you drove as slow as our Uber driver did.
Yeah, in a hot car.
Yeah.
The air was not on enough.
And so we were in a very small car. It had enough room. He was a small guy. But it was just... He had the air on low. It was so hot. I went to sleep. I was like, I can't deal with this.
Yeah, I went to sleep too.
I was like, I am. He didn't speak English.
Yeah, so I was afraid to talk to him. Not afraid, but
just like, hey, can you turn up your air conditioning? Huh?
Yeah.
Never mind. That's what she was afraid of.
Joe Davis is asking, is the football player the only vinyl piece? It is the only vinyl piece.
It's just the outline.
You could cut that out of paper. You could, but it might. You'd want to use intricate cardstock setting.
It looks like hard to see on there. So now I'm going to put the...
Okay, wait a minute. You know what I just noticed of that football player?
What?
Is that a flag football player?
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Shh.
He has a little flag.
Well, no, sometimes they have like little towel things.
Yeah.
When it's cold, they warm up their hands.
Yeah, and he's a quarterback, right? Is that what a quarterback does? He throws the ball?
You're ridiculous.
Why am I ridiculous?
You do not know what a quarterback is.
I knew what a quarterback was.
You had to question it.
Well, I don't watch football. So now what are you doing?
Well, you interrupted me. So I wasn't able to tell you. I'm putting the football together.
Okay. So how do you put the football together?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
You
So
get
we're-
2 of these little discs. And then you just put 2 dots
Be
of glue.
in camera. You're in camera.
I am in camera.
Okay, I'm just making sure you stay in camera.
Don't look at me and tell me you're looking at the screen where the camera is showing.
Okay.
Now I'm going to put 2 dots on here. And if you had those slidey things that she was talking about, you could just
Use one.
use 1. But the reason why I'm using 2 instead of 1 here is because you don't want the football
To spin.
tumbling like a, squid
Like
kick.
the baseball and what other balls did we? Basketball?
Basketball, soccer.
Yeah. We've made these in basketball, soccer, and baseball. Those you can spin. So now he's putting glue on top of the discs.
And the reason why it doesn't matter right now, it's not like, I can still put it together without.
Oh. Shouldn't you do that in there?
No, you don't need to do that because the backs aren't on yet.
Okay. They said they can't hear you, so talk a little louder.
They can't hear me. I'm talking loud.
No, you're not. You're not
talking
talking near
normal.
as loud as me.
Well, you always yell in your videos.
So they can hear me.
You don't.
Say something. See if they can hear you better.
Can you hear me now?
I turned up that mic, I think, over there.
Night, Gracie.
So if you used buttons, you would need 2. So last night, I've been watching a lot of the old game shows. And when I mean old game shows, I mean black and white. What's My Line? And then...
what was that show? 2 for the Money?
2 for the Money? That was horrible. I've never heard of that show.
It was terrible because they were giving the
Oh my
contestants
gosh.
away. They were giving the contestants away. They're giving the contestants
A case
of
of
cigarettes.
cigarettes. They walk up there and they're introducing, here's a case of gold cigarettes. And I'm like,
Gold Coast or
I was
something?
just like, I just couldn't believe it. I was so upset that they were giving cigarettes away because they don't even know if these people smoke. And then I'm like, what if they started smoking because of that and they died of emphysema? I was so upset that they were giving cigarettes away. That was just such a horrible thing, I thought. It's like, no. It was like back in 1952. 53. And Alex, we watched What's My Line with George and Gracie. George Burns and Gracie Allen were the mystery guests on it. And Alex didn't know who they were.
Yeah, because they were on there.
You're not in.
They were on there before.
Show the glue you put on.
I put glue on this guy. Sorry, I didn't realize I was on camera. Usually, someone tells me way beforehand.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I've never heard of them because it was 1953. How am I supposed to know?
George Burns is like, he was in movies. Like,
Cool. In the 70s?
no, in the 80s. Maybe
I was
90s.
born in 1991.
So then we had it. This is all on YouTube. So then we had to search George and Gracie to show them the old sitcoms of George and Gracie back in the 50s.
Yeah. It was, interesting.
I just couldn't believe they had stacks of cases of cigarettes, and everyone who walked up got a whole case of cigarettes. Like that was their gift. It's like, wow. Yeah, he played in Oh God, I think is the name of the movie. I love that movie. I want to watch. Can we watch that tonight?
You can watch whatever you want.
No, I want you to see it. You have to see it. So now what are you doing?
I am I'm putting the inside.
So when you cut this card, you get 2 extra green pieces.
You need those pieces.
Yes. So one of them go on the inside like this. Do you want to put some like here?
Yeah.
George Burns is a legend, says Sue Nelson.
I believe you guys. I do. But she was just shocked that I never heard of him. But if I didn't grow up watching him, whose fault is that?
Oh, I don't know. Not mine. You never wanted to watch what I wanted to watch.
So you want to make sure that you don't put it too close to the center score line.
So should you line it up to the outside or top of the?
I mean, you could, I guess, but I don't usually. Can't see the top. It's a little taller than the card.
So then center it with it, but over to the left.
Yeah. It's not centered, but it's good enough. Okay, now we're gonna put the football
Now
on.
you got to make sure that it folds. Yes.
See?
See, if you had it too close to the score line, it wouldn't fold well.
Now I'm going to put the football on because now this part is, you can still put the football in here, but it's going to be a lot tougher. So
yeah.
This is still flimsy. So you can just... Bloop.
Now, when you put those little circles, the discs on the football, you had to put them in the center, right? Like kind of next to each other. You needed room on each side of that. We didn't talk about that, so that it can slide through the slot. They can't see.
What are you talking about?
When you made this, the 2 little things had to be like right in the center of the football, so you had room on top and bottom to slide through the slot.
They were in the middle. They were right in the middle, right next to each other. But not like right next to each other. There was like space for one more. See, look, I used all these. There's one left. Now this is the back of the card, and we're going to do the same thing. And now when you put the foam pop-up dots, you don't want them too close. You want it to kind of be up and away from, but close enough to the line still. Because the football has to get through here. See. Use whatever thing that you're using. So you want to make sure that there's room for the football to get through.
Jamie just gave me a good tip. If you put a little, and you don't have to use all the holes, we can also cut off. I know, but I'm telling them.
Okay, I was like, I usually do that last.
You can use that foam tape. See where all the holes are? You can cut it with scissors and use the rest of it. None of it goes to waste.
Well, like, I don't know if you can see on this one. That's why I did in there. And there. So there's a foam dot and there's the side of one. And
you can also color the side of them green.
Yeah.
So they blend in.
Really wanted to.
Jamie gave me a good tip. You can put a little spot of glue on top of the foam dots to give you a little wiggle room. I don't know why I can't talk lately. A little wiggle room. So when you put it down, you can move it around and not get stuck with it. Sue says the football guy colors are wrong. They should be green and gold.
No, don't even read the rest of that.
For the Green Bay.
Just delete that one.
No, for the Green Bay Packers. Go Pack, go.
Don't say that. It's bad enough I live with a Packers fan.
Not me. He doesn't live with me. Who's a Packers fan?
Jordan.
Why?
Because
She's not from Wisconsin.
Doesn't matter. Victor's not from Wisconsin.
He likes them too.
Yeah.
Alex used to work at the Bears camp.
Chicago Bears training camp.
Yeah.
And then when I worked security for that same college, then I got to like talk to them all the time. Instead of giving them just like seeing them while they're like going to breakfast or whatever, then I could I'd be like, hey, you guys wanna ride? And I'd just give them a ride in the car.
I wonder if you can make a fishing slider card. We did make a fishing card that you reel in the fish, like with a real fishing line. They do have black foam squares, which I do have. But yes, you can make the football player any colors you want to make them. What are you doing?
The football is not glued down very well.
So you're gluing the brown to the white,
Yeah.
right? You're not gluing, because it kind of looks like you're gluing underneath the football.
No.
So that's something that really has to be done, is that brown football really has to be glued. Not just a dot in the middle, because he will get caught.
Put it all the way across, but it's just, I think.
So make sure that's glued well.
Yeah.
And you could put words here. It works! Yay! Yes, you can use the oblong sliders. You only need one of those to work.
But this also, you could just put whatever you wanted right here.
Yeah, you could. So, do you guys like that card? I thought this video was going to be shorter. It seemed shorter.
Well, it was all these little pieces. And then the vinyl.
Okay.
And I'm a slow crafter.
You're not a slow crafter. You do okay.
That's not even the one that we just did.
I know. Give me that one. I want to see if I can do it better.
No, we have to.
Where's the football? Okay. Oh. No, it's still stuck on his.
And like I said, I'm not one with words. Words
I'm
are
not
hard.
one with words.
I'm not good with words and like whatever.
To make the card. But it could be made for so many different things.
That's why I just like to create cards, not, hey, let's have something to say with this.
You could cut out the word score, like cut it out with paper or vinyl and put. Oh, yeah.
Well, like
it's still a score,
yeah,
right?
I know, but like I was thinking on one of these, you could make this like a just like a goal
see what
line.
You're doing.
Oh yeah. Well, I was telling you, but like the end of it could be like a goal line, like and then you could put...
Oh, yeah, you could set the inside different, make it like a goal. But if you were making this for a Super Bowl invitation, this whole piece, so do one of the green pieces, extra green pieces, they're both the same, right? They're the same size?
Yes.
The green
Yeah,
pieces?
you could use vinyl for the brown football as well. Brown on the football.
For the brown on the football.
Yeah, for the brown. That's what
That
they
might
said.
be easier. So then you don't have to deal with that little glue.
Yeah. And I tried it out of paper because I thought that too, because I made the guy out of the orange.
Uh-huh.
But the paper worked, so I just kept it.
Okay. Yeah, you could do the brown vinyl. But this would be a great spot for an invitation to write.
That or on the back, I guess. But I think in this inside would be better.
Yeah. Awesome. Goalpost, yeah. Joanne, what do you mean Cricut isn't shipping to Canada right now? I didn't hear that. But I've been gone all day. Yeah. All right, guys. I guess that's it. We're going to see you Thursday night. Oh, so Thursday night, I'm going to... Should I show them what I'm going to do?
Sure.
I'm
not sure if I want to do that. I don't know if I want... No, I'm okay with you doing that.
I'm going to do this.
I know.
But you're going to do something else. Or are you not going to do anything?
I'm going to, but I just don't know if I want like a pre-made.
Oh, okay.
So
we're going to watercolor. We're going to do both cameras, one on each of us. And I'm using the Cricut. That's what he means. He doesn't know if he's going to do that. I'm going to use the Cricut to deboss on watercolor paper because I don't know what to draw. I can't draw. I like the Cricut to draw for me. Why not, right? So if he debosses my Cricut, he's going to draw the outline with the debosser. So when I paint, you won't see any lines. And it'll look like I'm actually painted it, like freehand. So I'm going to use this design. This is in Design Space, but it is it's a stencil. And I changed it from a stencil and I just did contour. If I click on it, hit contour, click this. Oh, I have it set to deboss, so that's why. Let me change it to cut. So this is what it looks like in Design Space. And what I did is I clicked contour, got rid of that, and then it had that. So I wanted it to deboss. So I'm going to have that, and then I'm going to watercolor this. And then Alex, you're just going to watercolor something else?
Yeah, maybe.
He's not sure. But I thought this would be fun with a peacock and the flowers and stuff. I thought that'd be pretty. You guys think? I think.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Where do you get watercolor paper? I get it from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's, I think. I don't know about Joann's. They probably have it. But I know how you can get it off Amazon.
Sorry, I saw
You can get it from Arteza.
I was doing that, and then it made that happen. So I was confused why that was even there.
Oh, you saw...
So I typed
Cody?
that up, and it brought up that.
Oh. He's talking about the code. All my, what are these called? Bitmojis?
No, emojis.
Emojis have a name. And he was like, he saw the Melody Lane Kobe. Well, and then you get that little guy. There's Elon. There's Alex.
Okay.
There's
Anyways,
Alex.
continue on.
I think I'm done.
You were talking about getting paper.
Watercolor paper. You get it from anywhere. Oh, Walmart has watercolor paper too. So we're going to do that Thursday night. It'll be fun. I've been really wanting to watercolor. Oh, and here's a little thing. I'm not a watercolor. This is not going to be a tutorial.
No. Don't think it's a tutorial because it's definitely not.
It's not a watercolor tutorial. It's us painting and having fun as non-professionals. And maybe you can join in too. Yes, Cricut is still shipping to Canada. Embossing is only for the maker. If you don't have the maker, let's go back over. You could have it draw. I gotta click on it. You could have it draw. You may have it score. If you can see it scored, that's a possibility, but it would be really hard to see.
Click on the score. What would it look like? No way.
No, it would score. It would look like this. The scoring would do solid. The scoring just shows on here on the other thing.
What kind of watercolors are you using there?
We're gonna use Arteza in the little, well, actually both kinds of watercolors. We have them in the tubes, and then we have the pan, half pan. We might have lots of different watercolors.
I don't know.
We could use watercolor pen markers.
The pens, yeah.
And pencils. I have watercolor blocks too. And I have lots of watercolors. But I'm probably just going to use the Arteza.
You could see some stuff right there.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it. We will see you Thursday night and have fun. And if you guys want to watercolor along with us, get some watercolor paper and have the Cricut deboss or draw, or he might not use it at all and just might do his own thing.
Yeah.
So you can do like a landscape type thing?
I don't know. Well, not like what I watched.
We watched a video last night of watercolor.
I mean, that might be in part of it, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea of doing that because
I have watercolor pens up here too, but I want to actually paint with a paintbrush and water. No, watercolor paper is different than just white paper. Watercolor paper is thicker and it will, I think, absorb the water or not absorb the water, take in the water. It does something. It's special watercolor paper.
We're not the ones to ask.
Yeah, we're not watercolor professionals. All right, guys. We'll see you.
Toodles. Oh, did you buy little bells for my beard?
No. Those are for my project. They're not for your beard.